Hello, hello, hello. Thank you again, everybody. Got Niners Jess here and Tony on this lovely Saturday evening. Out here in California, it's very rainy. How is it for you tonight?
It is very chilly in New Jersey.
Winter is definitely coming. Definitely
Yeah, that's for sure.
enjoy those last bit of warmer temperatures if there are any left to enjoy. Because oh my goodness,
Yeah, we had 2 days that were 60 degrees and now it just dropped.
no, no warning.
No.
But we had a great week, at least in football. Niners coming back with a wonderful win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I was there, so it was a really fun weekend. Um, I got to go to the team hotel, meet a few players, met George Kittle. So that was kind of cool. And then fast forward to the game, and the game was just awesome. Jaguars fans are really nice. Um, although they were saying that we were going to be handed our fourth loss, I found that very hard to believe. But yeah, we came out firing on all cylinders, and we were ready to roll.
That's awesome. Yeah, just watching it on TV, it was just one of those, you go into these games after, three games losing, you never know what to expect. And you're obviously hoping, like, okay, it's got to be a win. And you could tell definitely with what the team is working with, they have enough to make it win. So whatever adjustment they had made, I don't know if it was the addition of Chase Young, but they just came out like ready, like didn't skip a beat. Maybe even better looking than before.
Yeah, I think the addition of Chase Young actually helps. But I think the fact that they went back to fundamentals is more of the key to winning that game for sure.
Absolutely. I'll take a moment, shout out our chat. What's up, everybody? Cynthia, Miss Sin, David McNiner, Technics Chick, Mr. Bryant. And let's see who's at the top here. We have, oh, I just seen them. Oh, Big Daddy Niners. Thank you, everybody. Please hit that like, subscribe, share a friend, tell a friend. But as far as tonight, we're going to talk Niners. But yeah, I believe that was an interesting game. Definitely excited. It was one of those ones where you're kind of like, wow, this is, I mean, other than Trevor Lawrence being able to throw the ball a little bit and having the best hair, what else does he really have? He doesn't really have many weapons to work with. So it's kind of, I mean, they were 6-2 or 6-3 by the time we faced off with them. 6-2.
Yeah, I think they were 6-2. Yeah, but you know what? He also has Evan Ingram. He had Christian Kirk, ETN. So he did have, a few weapons, but they just couldn't get it together. And we both teams were coming off the bye, and it was pretty much about who wanted it more, and we certainly did.
Mm-hmm. We most certainly did. I like that because, these teams can come back, and I don't know. I'm just really hoping, like, in my homerish opinion, I like saying that sometimes, but in my opinion, even humble opinion, I don't see us losing anytime soon. Because I think from here on out, I believe we're just gonna do it. I mean, this is great. I'm excited. Everybody's back. We even have guys being activated now. Daryl Luter Jr. and I can't think of the other gentleman's name.
Yeah, the center, Luciano, was called
Yeah.
up. Just yeah, I had us going 15-2, but clearly, I think playing against the Jags, I think we're definitely back. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went out. That sure would be nice. Eagles have the Chiefs, I think, on Monday Night Football, so that should be an interesting game that I think everybody should tune into because we definitely want the Eagles to lose for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear a lot that we have to play the gauntlet, because we have Seattle coming up, then we have Philly, and then we have Seattle again. But we are the gauntlet. Teams have to play us, and I'm not just trying to be biased, but we're definitely the team to beat in the NFL.
And I'm feeling really excited too, especially about this matchup when it comes against the Seahawks. It's just, you never want to come off too proud. You never want to come off like overconfident, but strongly I feel that the division sweep, I believe the Niners, I believe they have the brooms out for every single division.
Yeah, I could definitely see a sweep in the division again. It's definitely doable. We just have to play our best football, and we can't turn over the ball. Big Daddy Niners wants to know our thoughts on the Jason Verrett coming back, and I think it's awesome. I don't know how. I believe he'll just be signed to the practice squad. I don't know how he'll be. I mean, they were impressed with his workout. He's definitely had his share of injuries, but I think it's really good to have another cornerback in the room.
Absolutely. I agree. Because Jason Verrett, he's one of those, he's great. He's got a skill set that's workable. You can rely on him when you put him in the right coverage area. But there's certain things that he has to overcome. And I don't know if it's just something he unfortunately is just living into, as far as sometimes you just can't avoid being hurt because you're just that guy that unfortunately is hurt. Or maybe that was just a bad few years. And, I just really hope that with this skill set, and even if they keep him on the practice squad, we always can use a cornerback. And even if that's what it takes to take, Mr. Charvarius Ward, when he can start learning to keep his hands to himself, like, dude, you want me to put the rookie in?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see if he actually gets some playing time. Brian, to answer your question, it is not official yet. I think they want to sign him this week. So we'll see.
That'll be interesting. I wouldn't see why not. He's familiar with the way that the scheme is, so maybe he'd be a safe choice. And it sounds like they've seen him a little bit as far as recently. So it sounds like they are interested in possibly what he's looking at. So I don't know. Always, sometimes new additions can be great additions. And good luck, Mr. Verrett, if they choose you. That's going to be exciting.
How about this? Pre-injury, Verrett is a phenomenal cornerback. And if they were impressed with his workout and how he is, I mean, let's go.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially now, when I like saying the whole term, the whole bird hunting, but it really is. It's a tough little stretch. And even though we beat the Cardinals once, they, if they come and play, like they're supposed to, then sometimes they can make us work. They can, but I don't see them beating us.
We have nothing to. They have nothing to lose. I mean, they're obviously rebuilding. They're still trying to figure out if Kyler Murray fits into their system for the future. But Brian kind of laid out the rest of the schedule, and I see Tampa Bay as mediocre. And we should definitely take care of them. And then obviously Seattle, Philly, Seattle. That's 3 games right there. That we really need to take care of business. And don't forget, we have 3 games in 12 days. So
that's a lot, in a very short.
The Niners better be ready.
That's definitely a lot of football. That's, you always wonder like what these guys do to prepare for that specific type of stretch. Somewhere down the line, there's always a team that ends up with this kind of short end of the stick sometimes, where you're like, okay, hard stretch, let's go. But I always just wonder, I don't know. Our boys are back. Trent Williams is back. Debo's back. So it sounds like we're going to be having some great leaders back in there giving full-fledged support to the whole team.
We are the healthiest we've been around this time of year in a long time. So shout out to the strength and conditioning team. Because, we're always the first to look at them when we have all these injuries. So we should definitely prop them up when we're just about healthy, with the exception of Aaron Banks with turf toe. You know what? I would go right at him. Go right at him. Take him out of the game early. I don't mean injure. I mean just whether it's running the ball or whatnot. Just go right at him and keep him on his toes.
Yeah, I like that. Anytime. Yeah, it sounds like we're going to have a much better pass rush this coming up. It sounds like even with the McKivitz thing, I'm not too sure if he's just questionable still or if he's out. But we'll see how that whole side.
He's practiced all week, so he should be good to go.
Perfect. So that'll be good. Definitely looking forward to it. It's like when you have the home games, it's just really exciting because it's like, sometimes you can't go to all of them, but then when you do, it's just like that last minute opportunity. You can make it happen because you're not that far. And it's just perfect because, sometimes in family, when they let you know, oh, hey, we're going, you're like, oh, cool. You get super excited because it's like when you're watching it on the TV and you're like looking into like the actual stands, you're like, wow. And it's just cool to see when the stadium's actually filled up. Like when you're watching it on TV, you actually see all the red. I mean, you can see it when you're actually in the stadium too, but sometimes when you're actually like looking, kind of like that third person, you're like, whoa, okay, this is nice. So definitely trying to get
Niners fans are everywhere. So even at the Jacksonville game, there was red all over the place.
Oh, nice. It's like, go Niners. Everybody knows the true colors, red and gold.
That's right.
And definitely looking forward to this whole Baker Mayfield thing. And Bosa, you think he's going to have fun talking to Baker again?
Apparently they buried the hatchet. They met in the off season. So we'll see. Although, it's always fun getting a sack or intercepting Baker Mayfield. So hopefully, the defense shows up tomorrow.
Oh, that's going to be definitely important. I'm looking forward to seeing hopefully more interceptions from our guys. That's, maybe add some, running those into the actual touch, the end zone. Like, I know that's asking a lot, but let's do this. Super looking forward to it.
It'll definitely be it. You know what? Like I said, Tampa Bay is a mediocre team. We're a very good team, probably the best in the NFL. So we should definitely take care of business. And I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow's a blowout.
Do you have a score prediction?
You know what? I think we stay in the 30s again, and I think we're going to go 34-10.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. No, I actually like that. That's actually perfect because I don't see, I do this thing, when you're on 49ers.com, you get the app on your phone, you can do like the little questionnaire things and you make your picks for the week. And that was one of the questions was, if the points would be above or below, I think it was like 42.5 points. And I thought, it could be below because the Niners wouldn't have to score as many touchdowns because I don't see Tampa Bay scoring many. I see the Niners at least making 3 or 4 for sure. If they're all gelling together and having a great game, oh, this is going to be great. It'll be fun. Definitely enjoy a fun game.
Yeah, Brian said that Tampa Bay has good wide receivers. Yeah, they have Mike Evans, they have Chris Godwin. They've had the dropsies lately a little bit. But if we get after Baker Mayfield, I mean, the secondary is going to have a day.
Yeah, that's going to be What do you think about the secondary? Have they been showing any kind of improvement from the beginning of the season until now, or is that something still? Or
Like I said in the beginning, we went back to fundamentals. And so I think the secondary really came alive against Jacksonville. They were where they needed to be. And that needs to continue. And how that happens is when, the front four, front five get after, the quarterback. And
Mhm.
once that happens, it makes everything so much easier for the secondary.
Cool. Hey, what did you think of the it was okay, Ambry Thomas, his interception and his running it in. What did you think of that penalty? Was that a take it for the team kind of penalty? Was it worth it that the coach had got on the field to celebrate or
Well, he really couldn't complain that everybody else was on the field because he was the furthest on the field. So, um, yeah, but it would. What you never know with those things. I mean, it looked like he had the ball and maybe he was out of bounds, so that's why everybody went on the field. But it is what it is. We still won.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it was just well worth it. It really was. Like, even if it was obviously the coaches are always probably trying to get onto the players, and I don't know who gets onto the coaches because they do. They get pretty excited and step onto that field themselves. Maybe the players have to just remind the coaches, "Hey, stay back, stand back here
Yeah,
with me."
for sure.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the Baker Mayfield. He's one of those you can't really expect much, but then again, you don't know what to expect. He's got one of those, he can make certain things happen, but he's not as clever as he should be against our defense. So.
He's definitely a talented quarterback, but he's just not very consistent.
I'm going to add here our friend Niner lady Dina.
Hey.
Word. I'm one of the frozen chosen.
How are you tonight?
I'm all right. I'm a little tired, and like I said, sitting out I don't know what it is about people want to sit out with a fire outside and it's cold as crap. And then the idiot burned a marshmallow, so it's just like, who wants to eat that crap? So I eventually grabbed the bottle of old granddad and went back in the house. I said, "Nah, I can't sit back in." I'm already arthritic. I can't deal. Oh Lord. Driving
Yeah, I don't mind
home.
sitting outside in the fire pit, but it can't be that cold.
Yeah, well, if you've been doing it since like 2:30.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets a little tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
hear you.
look, it was so bad. Even a dog left. The dog was like, "Look, it's too damn cold out here. You sit out here." He looked at me and went, "Huh?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm right behind you, Fido. Let me just grab this bottle. I'm right behind you." So, what did I miss?
Well, we are just recapping the Jaguars game and talking a little bit on the upcoming Buccaneers game.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. The dear old Bucks. Yeah, I kind of, I'm not worried about them, but I don't take anybody lightly. And from what I've seen of them, it's not the same Buccaneers that uh were out there when Brady was there. You know what I mean? Um, it's not the same. And from what I saw, like their offense looks really yacked up. I mean, I could be mistaken, but to me, it didn't look, it just looked haphazard. It's like, oh, let's go play the game. Oh yeah, you stand over here, I'll stand over here. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely took care of them last year, so we should take care of them this year. And I had said earlier that they're very mediocre.
hmm
Um, so it should like definitely not overlooking them by any means, but we should definitely take care of business tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not gonna say uh what the game is going to be since I was so wrong the last time. I'm not going to say, yeah, oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be. No, I'm just going to let nature run its course and cheer, and look at the brick wall tomorrow. If Moody comes up, I'll look at the brick wall and they can let me know if the kick is good. And I'm still a little, I don't know. He's young, and he's still learning. But the guy still makes me nervous. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his demeanor or what.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. So the minute he comes up, I just like grab my drink and turn and look at the brick wall and say, "Okay, let me know, guys. Let me go."
He kind of makes me nervous the way Jimmy G made me nervous when he had happy feet.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, when he did the penguin dance. Yeah. Lord have mercy. It's like, yeah, if it's like 3rd and 10 and Jimmy starts dancing, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, crap. Who, what receiver is 10 yards away that's going to make this catch? Yeah, I don't know. It's a shame because I used to like, where's his name? Sue. Was it Sue? Yeah, Sue. He was on that team. And I used to really like to watch him. A big burly guy, just like wrapping up people, and then just walking away in the sunset like it was nothing. But I can't, I can't say we should sleep on this team at all. I can't.
No, I don't think we will. I think it's an NFL. At the end of the day, it's an NFL team.
Yeah.
But I think after those 3 losses, I feel we humbled a little bit and we learned our lesson.
And Jess, I hope you talk to your man about coming onto the field. I'll talk with him about that. I mean, I know he got excited, but
Yeah, I don't. It definitely won't happen again.
Okay, curb your enthusiasm, bro. Curb your enthusiasm.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
But it was kind of cool though to see him doing that. I was just like, oh snap, okay. He doesn't have the playbook up here.
Yeah.
Although I still think it's a grocery list. Okay, eggs, milk. Okay. Yeah, I'll pick that up later. Yeah, that would be my list. Stop at beer distributor after game. Yes. Okay. So who do you think are our scary players that we need to be concentrating on? Anybody?
I think one for sure, Vita Vea. That's going to be somebody that they need to keep an eye on. Shaq Barrett is another one, although not as much as Vita Vea. But Vita Vea last year when we played them, Vita Vea actually got hurt. So we didn't see him like the rest of the game. I think he got hurt in the first quarter or something like that. But we like I said, we just have to handle business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I hope so.
That's right. Antoine Winfield Jr. He's another one.
Oh, secondary. Yeah. Yeah. Happy knees. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I call happy knees. He moves. Yeah. Yeah. But
Gonna have to-
I think we should do good. I'm ready to
All right,
see what other little moves that Brock has for us that we haven't seen before. What else is in his repertoire? You know,
Yeah.
because he
Yep.
was shocking me the way he was moving, and then he's not. He's getting comfortable staying in a pocket. I don't know if you noticed that. He's getting a little comfortable there. He's like, okay, I found my zone. So that's
Yeah. I
great.
mean, his ability to just extend the play, whether it's, hanging in the pocket or, getting outside and, doing what he needs to do with his legs. I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely been impressive week to week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's nice to see that. It's nice to see something else that this young man can do. That a lot of shut the naysayers up.
Right.
And that's what I'm looking for. Shut the naysayers up. Let the man play. You know. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens. I apologize for having a bula bula hat on, but I'm still cold. I just ran up
That's
the
a nice
steps.
hat.
Thank you. I just ran up the steps and, you know, charged my phone real quick and grabbed a beer, and I'm trying to like de-chill. Yeah, I was sitting out there looking like Nanook of the North because I had the ear flaps on. So, it's this is the kind of weather where it's not cute weather, but if you're going to be cute, you put on a Niner hat. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah, it's one of those things on my list of things to do is to definitely go get me another hat or two, at least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm definitely going to have it with me December 3rd. Definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to ask you ladies about, I was thinking about this as I was driving in. Now I can't think of the damn thing. Oh, too much bourbon. Our defense. Do you think that we can keep the same consistency that we had last week with our defense?
I think we can. Even the first 5 weeks of the season were perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Steve Wilkes, kind of was humbled a little bit by Kyle Shanahan and, just by the play of our defense in those
Yeah.
3 losses. And I'm like a firm believer of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it wasn't broke. So I don't know why he wanted to, fix certain things and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I feel like we're definitely going to be consistent with the Jacksonville game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, especially now that people have seen tape of Chase Young and Bosa and how they're clicking together and how our right side is, and I think if we keep Armstead in the middle to come up, that'll be great. But I just want to see the consistency in the play calling and their movements, because like you said, if it ain't broke, keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling. But yeah, I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
defense-
the fact that with Chase Young and Nick Bosa like on, the bookends, but they also played a few times inside as well. Like to actually mix it up like that, like I think that's actually pretty good to
Yeah,
do that.
so do I. So do I. And like I was explaining to Tony last week, I believe, that this is like football's like a chess game. You have to have everything lined up one step ahead. And what I saw last week with Jacksonville, that was off the hook. I mean, with a few exceptions of a few certain players that we won't mention, um, they actually, everything was like bang, 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 1, 2, 3, boom, there you go. 1, 2, 3, boom, there you go. And it was moving. And that's the kind of Niner football I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of Niner football I'm used to. And you see that defensive line just like come together and everybody's on cue. And then you shock their behinds by mixing it up. Oh, just makes me so happy.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
Yeah. Well, Jess, you were in Jacksonville, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was the pools open?
Yes, they were. Yep.
Did you see what I mean about the legs in the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was definitely chilly to be swimming, but the pools were open.
Oh, I'm sure they don't care. Yeah, a friend of mine was sending me pictures back from Jacksonville, and they had a blast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh my God, they had a blast. He took a picture of all these different women at this nightclub dancing, and they all had on their Niner gear and everything. And he's like screaming through the phone, "Oh, these beautiful 49er women, and they're dancing. I can't. Oh, this is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like this." I'm like, you know what? Dude. He's like, "I'm so happy to be here." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so happy you're there."
That is fun.
I got tired of looking at his pictures after a while. I mean, if I want to see pictures of beautiful women, I'll just take off my clothes and look at me. I'm beautiful in God's eyes. Oh, and yes, I did get my gold jacket. My faithful
nice.
to the Bay. Yeah, my faithful to the Bay jacket. I finally broke down and got it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, went down to a decent price, and I was like, "Yeah, buddy, okay."
Awesome.
I can afford this one.
That's perfect. That's nice. That's
So
super nice.
This is going to be in Levi, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. That should be interesting.
Do you ladies think that with Steve Wilkes on the sidelines that this could, in fact, make a notable difference? Is that something we've seen in the last matchup?
I don't think it matters one way or another. I mean, I don't know. People seem like these players like need a hug from the coach. Like they want him on the sideline, But I really don't think it matters one way or another. He just has to, call the right plays and the guys have to execute.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was I was shocked at how he was actually moving about and doing, like, smacking the guys around. And, I thought he was going to be stoic as he usually is, up in the bird's nest. But I I was quite surprised of his ability, to move around. And he seemed like he was enjoying it. But I don't think like you said, Jess, I don't think it makes much of a difference as long as the right plays are being called and things of that nature, and everybody's executing, and that's what makes it exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting for the fact that our defense has just gotten more interesting. You get kind of nervous because a couple of guys get unfortunately injured, but then you fill in the slots with, some decent people.
Yeah. It's like looking forward to your favorite soap opera. Who the 49ers turn over, Come back next week. Will Steve Wilkes still be on the sideline? Will Kyle Shanahan put down his playbook and run onto the field? It's it's nice to see, like, to be psyched up and ready to go and anticipate what's going to happen. And that's all we can really do, is just anticipate and, have a little fun, predict what we're going to, what the team's going to do. But we don't really know until the day of, and we actually see it, So that's, we can speculate all we want, but it's nice to be able to see it and feel it. You feel that energy, even 3,000 miles away.
Yeah.
You feel that energy. And we
Absolutely.
did scare people. We did scare more people at the sports bar.
You did. What's that rowdy bunch over there? Are they a gang?
Yeah. It was, it wasn't that many people in there because the Eagles weren't playing. And this one couple decided to sit near us. Sorry on you. So, every time we had a first down, we were like, and that's another 49er first down. Oh. They were like, they gathered their things and their French fries and chicken wings and went around to the other side.
Oh.
Like,
wow.
Wow.
That's all right. You know what? Our voices carry over there too. Okay.
Yeah, right. You're not going to escape from us that quickly.
No, you can escape by the exit door. Yeah, so it was pretty wild. We had a great time though. I think I sent you that picture, Tony.
Yeah, that was a great group. That was that looked like a very great group.
And that's just half of us. So, we hopefully the whole 20, I think it was like 22, 24 of us. So that would be great if everybody comes out at the same time. I would love it. We have this group that we get together, a bunch of Philly fans, and we call ourselves the Faithful Philly 49ers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we meet up every time there's a game at this one particular place and, talk smack and talk about the game, watch the game. And we saw that blunder that happened when they switched the game.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people were talking about that.
Oh. Well, luckily we sent one of our gentlemen who is very level-headed. And we were like, no, you need to go talk to girlfriend and find out what the blank just happened, because we're not watching this. So he's level-headed, because I was about to go off. And he went back and said, yeah, it was an NFL thing, but because they have that DirecTV line, they can override that and go into the game. I said, yeah, well, go into the game, okay?
Yeah.
Take this other crap off. All right. Yeah, that was. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Just because one team is winning, that doesn't mean you switch.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
No, no, no. Mm-mm. Oh, I got a question also that I brought up to members of my 49er faithful. How is it that for the past 3 times the 49ers always come to Philadelphia, but they never been to Levi? And one of my friends said, well, that was during COVID. They were supposed to go. I said, honey, COVID is I'm talking 3 years ago. Okay. Been here 3 consecutive times since the pandemic. How come they don't go to Levi? Are they scared of our fan base? Or does someone get paid? Because I don't think that's right. Not that I mind. Not that I mind. I enjoy seeing my red and gold team come to this pigeon country. But why is it for 3 times now, this makes the 3rd, that they've never been out to Cali? Something's up with that.
That's almost like all those years of us going to New Orleans.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. And you see how quickly that was.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's getting paid.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to keep it a fair game, give everybody the same opportunities all the way, I'm going to beat you in your house and I'm going to beat you in my house.
Right. Alternate, you know? Don't do this. Oh, we're going back to Philly 3 years, 3 times? Come on.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's definitely no fun.
No. Mm-mm.
So it would be interesting to see them come to our stadium, put them under their pressure, bring your brotherly shove with you. Who cares? You have the red and
Yeah.
gold and all the noise.
Yeah, shove them right on out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I told you, like what my friend told me, that's not but a glorified way of touching somebody's behind. It's like, oh, you touched me. Yeah, well, that was a tush push. Sorry,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Sure. Tell me another one.
The Sentinel Football Channel says it's almost like as soon as Drew Brees retired, we stopped going to the Dome. I wonder, are the 49ers the mobile benchmark for teams the NFL wants to push into the limelight?
Yeah, could be. But I still think it's be fair to alternate cities as opposed to always coming to one. And playing in that dome in New Orleans, my God. I remember those years, Jess. That was even though it was a dome, there was always air. So I'm like, yeah, I didn't get that. Okay. Yeah, so other than that, I'm ready for this game. I'm ready.
Yeah, I am too. Ready to roll.
And just gotta pray everybody stays healthy. I don't want any trouble. Put a Band-Aid on it, wrap it up, boo-boo. If you need me, come out there. I'll kiss the boo-boo, and then you can go back out on the field. I don't want any problems because
No injuries, no turnovers.
oh yeah, like you said about that that throw that Brock did.
That was
That
dangerous.
that was gutsy. That was yeah.
I'm glad it turned out the way that it did, but it was definitely a dangerous throw.
Ah. You talk about holding your breath. That was a gutsy move. But, again, we'll see a different dimension of him, different things that he's bringing that makes him uniquely him. And that's what's important. And no more gutsy moves like that because I'm getting up in age. I can't handle that. It's not enough bottles of scotch in that bar to handle that.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to a strong, consistent offense and defense. I believe it's going to be a great game. I definitely want to see Baker Mayfield go back to his place. That's why they're only signing you to 1-year deal. They're not going to extend you because the Niners are going to let them know why.
I want to see Baker on his ass.
Me too.
All right. I want to see him on his ass. And the other thing, too, that I want to see is how we mix it up. Our offense, how we mix up our offensive line. And because that was dynamite. That was dynamite. I think McCaffrey's going to get his little TD tomorrow. But the way that the offensive line mixed it up was perfect. It's perfect. We just got to make sure everybody catches the ball. And Debo doing his little squirm thing. Da 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 da. I was like, okay. and your man Kittle.
That's right.
Woo! He was like I thought he's going to stiff arm the dude for a minute there. I mean, he did it and then pulled it back. But I wanted. Oh man, I was just like, he just walked in the end zone. He just walked in. He just said, "You know what? Why am I running? No, no, no."
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. If we mix it up, a defense stays cohesive, we got it. Put Baker on his ass, and I'll be happy.
Absolutely. And with that, I hope everybody's going to have a great rest of their Saturday. And definitely shout out to the chat. We have a lot of great guests here tuning in. Definitely love it when everybody checks in with us on Saturdays. It has definitely been a great week. Getting our win, going on to another game. It's a home game. It's a little rainy, but that shouldn't stop us because it's California weather, and these boys are very used to their hometown weather. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to dry up by tomorrow, I think, isn't it?
I think it's supposed to be better.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's good. That's great. Well, thank you, Tim. I apologize again for being tardy, but I tried to get here as fast as I could.
That's all right. That is not a problem. The chat is definitely glad that you came because I know I was trying very hard. But if you have anything else to say, ladies, we can send off our friends a very happy rest of their Saturday night and a Go Niners for Sunday night. Definitely looking forward to that win.
Let's get this dub tomorrow and go Niners.
Yes, go Niners.
Absolutely.
And Aunt Dina's going to go get warm.
And until next time, everybody, thank you for tuning in.
Peace.